Morning children, today we shall be studying properties of matter and their measurement. Children, as we know that we have two types of properties. Number one, physical properties, and number two, the chemical properties. So all those properties of matter which are attributed to their physical being are called as physical properties, like their volume, like their temperature, their color, their order, their melting point, boiling point, density. And now you people have been taught about difference in physical and chemical properties in your lower classes. Here it is the time to revise them once again. So all those changes which do not bring about any change in the composition of the matter are called as physical changes, right? And those properties which do not alter the composition of the substance, the matter, are known as physical properties. Like if you melt a substance, like water, if you melt 1 gram of ice into water, you are not going to change its chemical composition. It's going to remain the same water. So that is the property of melting from the property of its melting point, boiling point. They are only its physical properties. But if you react this water with sodium hydroxide or with any other thing, then the chemical nature, chemical composition of both the things will be altered, and that is the place where you will call them the physical property. Simple to say ki how the water reacts with sodium is its chemical property, because after reacting with sodium, water will change its chemical composition. So we can say all those properties which do not bring about any change in the chemical composition of the substances are called as the physical properties, whereas the reactivities of any substance which result into the change in their chemical composition are called as the chemical properties. So here now we need to measure the physical properties of the substance in order to get a knowledge about their physical changes and the chemical changes. Number one, length. You can always measure in terms of meters, that is the SI unit of length. Area, you can measure in terms of meter square. Volumes, you can measure in terms of meter cubic. Otherwise, volumes can also be measured in terms of liters. Now children, we have two types of measuring units. That is the number one is the English system, and number two is the metric system. Metric system is the most preferred one, and from place to place it varies. That is, in Britain, if you go, the people will follow the English system of measurement, which is called as FPS, foot for the length measurement, P for pound for the measurement of weight, and S for the second measurement of time. But in metric system, like if you go to the USA and other places in the American continent, you will find people measuring in meters for the length, kilograms for the weight, and seconds for the time. But we cannot change the units of measurement every time we travel from one place to another. So there is a need to have some uniform system. And for that maintenance of the uniform measurements system, we have the international system of units, which are called as the SI units. So the SI units have given us the units of measurement for the length, mass, and time. These three are the basic quantities which need to be measured for any layman. But other than those, electric current is also to be measured, and it is measured in amperes. Fine. Then thermodynamic temperature, that is the temperature when it is to be measured in SI units, we always express it in kelvins. Then amount of substance, whenever it is to be measured in terms of SI units, we need the mole as discussed, because some people will take the quantity of substance in kilograms, some people will take it in the quantity of volumes. So to maintain one uniformity in the amount, so that every measurement comes as the perfect one, as the precise and accurate one. So we use the mole concept. Then luminous intensity is expressed in terms of candela. Now children, here are the definitions of these units. You see, these definitions you will require for attempting many of the questions in your competitive exams right from JEE and NEET to other places also. So uh, this is my advice to you all, that you should all go through these the definition of these substances. Now this a few of the uh, definitions are very important from the point of view of chemistry. Number one is the Kelvin. Kelvin is the unit of thermodynamic temperature, and it is the fraction 1 by 273.16 of the thermodynamic temperature of triple point of water. So now what does it mean by triple point? Triple point is that temperature where water exists in all the three states, that is solid, liquid and gas. That is called as a triple point of water. Now the amount of substance, that is mole, can be measured is the amount of substance of a system which contain as many elementary entities as there are atoms in 0.012 kilogram of carbon 12 or 1 or 12 grams of carbon 12. Fine. So and its simple symbol is mole. So what does it mean? It simply means if you weigh 0.012 grams of carbon 12 element and you count the number of atoms in it, that number of atoms which you have counted in 0.012 kilograms of carbon will give you the 1 mole of substance, और इतने ही atoms अगर किसी भी substance में होंगे then we will call it 1 mole, right? So this is the most basic quantity of the matter. Then when 1 mole is used, the elementary entities must be specified. It simply means you must tell that 1 mole of atoms you are measuring, or 1 mole of molecules you are measuring, 1 mole of electrons, or which particle you are actually counting. That has to be mentioned while using the term mole. Now children, a few important things that you will be required to present the units sometimes in very large amount and sometimes in very small amount. Say for example, the mass of an atom cannot be expressed in terms of kilograms all the times, because it will be a very difficult thing for you to place the first significant digit after the decimal every time by counting from the left. So we use the terms like deci, which is 10 to the power minus 1, centi 10 to the power minus 2, milli 10 to the power minus 3, micro, nano, pico, femto. केमिस्ट्री में बेटा हम लोगों को पिको एंड नैनो बहुत ज़्यादा यूज आता है. पिको इज 10 to the power minus 12 and nano is 10 to the power minus 9. Fine. And bigger units also we do have, like deca, hecto, kilo, mega, giga, टेरा, पेटा, एक्सा, जीटा एंड योटा. ठीक है, तो हमको केमिस्ट्री में मेगा तक की यूनिट्स काम आती हैं. बाकी ये जो यूनिट्स हैं ये आपने अपने कंप्यूटर्स में बहुत सुनी होंगी, क्योंकि मेमोरीज को एक्सप्रेस करने में ये काम आती हैं.